Okay, this is Stephen Cuffey. Oh my God, it's Crypto Magnet. That's right. Thank you so much, brother. Okay, this is my name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. It's a pleasure to be with you for my TBC 601st live broadcast, and I'll be with you just a short period of time here today. Now, folks, I want to say here it's an honor doing my 600 yesterday, and quite a lot of you were there present. And you can find that broadcast, a recording of it on the blog. Evan put it there last night for me. Okay, and I appreciate that. And I know a lot of y'all have seen it. And that was a monumental broadcast, folks. I went over some things just to help people who didn't understand how we get paid in TBC. We get paid in more than one way in TBC, Bitcoin bounties and a rotator for two. And because I've had somebody challenge me lately about this whole concept and movement of TBC, and he's even put Nbay down. Recently, I just saw that. Frankly, I can't hear any more negative from this guy. He's getting ready to get blocked by me. I know that, because he's sounding more and more like a troll. He wants to push TBC to a economic stage, because he's not a part. Apparently, he's not a part of the mass stop the team, or he would know these things. Okay, he's one of those people on the outskirts, one of the other 3.6 million people that hasn't paid his admin fee, hasn't been in. He's questioning things, challenging me, see if I know, and every time I give him the right answer. And I'm not going to put him out here like that. I thought about it, so y'all know who he is, but it's not Mr. Abundance, by the way. It's somebody else, okay? All right, but anyway, folks, let's go on. All right, folks, what I'm going to do, before I go on, let me just identify myself. I'm also one of the ambassadors, Goodwill for TBC, as you all know. I was the first one appointed back in January, then Nbay back in February. And we got Odaya, who is a female broadcaster happens to be in UK, I believe. She's called a junior ambassador. All right. Now, I'm also one of the many voices of TBC. And all the broadcasters I consider voices of TBC. I'm also one of the admin of TBC of that, supposed to be of that 111,111, because I'm on Team A, and I'm on the Master Stop team, and I intend to stay there. All right, now. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen, folks. And I want to go through this what I found regarding, and often the reason I'm doing this, folks, is because it may not have anything directly to do with TBC, but overall, it's talking about cryptocurrency and what's going on in other parts of the world. So this states the Swiss government rejects 103 million bailout for crypto companies battered by coronavirus. As you know, a lot of companies and it may have affected Bitcoin to a certain extent, but not really, because Bitcoin has been going up. It's like 8,700. It was been up to 9,000. It's holding steady in terms of the price of it, unlike the stock market and things of that sort. But it is a market-based coin that we know it, and that's how admin pays all his tech staff, as well as he pay us and people on Bitcoin bounties, as well as the new rotator that everybody's excited about. So this is a Swiss government that rejects 103 million bailout for crypto companies battered by this quote, as we know what it is, but we'll call it what they say it is, the coronavirus. All right. So Zug Finance Director Heinz Tandler, I may not pronounce his last name correctly, but anyway, requested the special funding package in April. He planned to issue out loans to startups, which could have converted into shares. The central government had already unveiled 158.6 million credit facility for all fintech startups. But Tanier felt that won't be enough for the cryptocurrency sector ambitious financial needs. Zug is the heartbeat of Switzerland famed crypto industry, commonly known as the crypto valley. Okay. Now, members of Zug government have we turned down Tandler's funding request, and the only such request to be rejected from over 24 applications of coronavirus emergency funding, according to a report by a local newspaper tagged and Zinger. The majority of the government officials were reported not too enthused about the future of the crypto industry. You know, not everybody sees cryptocurrency as our future currency, and that is a shame. Okay, okay. And I remember knowing about Bitcoin back when I was working in 2010 when it was like 30 cents. And had I just, y'all heard me say this, had I just put 100 US dollars, it would have been an astounding today, $22 million in Bitcoin. Because we know Bitcoin had an explosive bull market back in 2017 when it went up as high as 19,600 or 800. I think in some markets it even hit 20,000. Okay. All right. It says going on. It says, however, the Zug finance director announced a loan facility of about 15.4 million on May 25th. Which is now expected to provide temporary relief to emergency businesses in Crypto Valley. Well, that is good for Switzerland, right? See, other countries are really looking into cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and other altcoins. The report said more than 66%, I mean, not 66% of the cryptocurrency and blockchain companies that applied from broader central government loan guarantees failed to get them. Unfortunate. It says Tandler wanted to help blockchain startups shaken for the corona crisis with a sovereign wealth fund. But his government colleagues rejected this, said the newspaper reports. And we know we got to be careful what the newspapers say, okay? It says the once flourishing Swiss cryptocurrency industry is struggling to survive following the withdrawal of private equity investors. So, folks, I take this and keep in mind what's happening around the world. What you're going to have, unfortunate things you're going to see things, companies bellying up. They're going to be filing for bankruptcy, okay? Because the powers that be who created this whole thing, right? See, it wasn't, people made a big deal about the virus, okay? But it's not big as the virus in itself is not what the big issue is. It's that behind, they wanted to create a financial crisis. Now, you all know I follow people like Jeff Barrick of the Dollar Vigilante. I send that out to a lot of people, okay? Y'all know I send that out to a lot of people. And also in some TBC Facebook groups, they see it, like on our broadcasters group and another one, okay? And I send out to people also that I know that know me. And but I thought I would just bring this up because you know, admin was notorious. Well, I don't say notorious, but what he normally would do, he would send out some information about a matter that also affect our whole cryptocurrency structure, okay? But you know the great thing of it is, folks, we don't have to ever worry about that. And essentially, this quote, COVID-19 or whatever they call it, folks, it didn't affect us in TBC hardly at all because it didn't affect our coin because our coin is not affected by the market, right? It is basically, it goes up by our membership. And we use as a measuring tool a grain of gold. And we know this. While the cryptocurrencies are struggling, going up and down in value, essentially what's happening, our coin is going up in value because the price of gold goes up. And I believe, I haven't checked it, but I believe our coin is worth like 11.5 million per coin, per crinkle. And I'd like to thank Mr. Michael for showing up too today. Thank you, sir, But I'm just going on. What I did today, Michael, is basically I went over a article in Bitcoin.com of this Swiss government rejects $103 million bailout for crypto companies battered by quote the coronavirus. Now, I know this doesn't have a direct bearing, as I said before, on TBC. But what you may also remember that in our public blog, as well as some of our private blog in the Cream Cash back office, admin puts up videos regarding different things that's going on in the cryptocurrency structure at times, and other type of videos too, regarding what they're saying about what this world is going through. But this has happened to be part of the Switzerland. You know, one reason it's caught my eye because one day I really want to go to Switzerland because I love that country. I love the countryside. I love the mountains and its train going through. I see it all on Instagram and some other things online, and I love it. I love that country, Switzerland. And I hope I go there. Definitely want to go there once they get rid of all these barriers, these the borders open up back up. Because I know right now, no one can come in from Brazil, can't even come in and out of our country because they're having a big problem because they got a lot of homes all close together and really a lot of poverty in that area. And I'm telling you, they claim that something is going bad with this virus there, but we don't know. I don't know what's true and what's not. All I can say is this. The great thing about no matter what's going around the world, as it is in this situation in Switzerland, the great thing is, folks, we don't have to worry about that, do we? We're not concerned about that, are we? Because we have something that's so golden, so great. And I say to you, like I said in the beginning of this broadcast, you get a TBC that's really inactive and questioning whether are we getting to the economic phase. That person does not understand TBC at all. We're in a distribution phase. Now, could we have been in the economic phase by now? Surely we can't. But admin gave us that choice over a year ago when we almost lost. TBC was no more. Admin told us about this. Admin saved us because he thought about this great thing called a mass adoptive team. And he wanted to use us, making us all admins and building TBC the right, correct way. And he wants this done by the end of this year. Can we do it? Sure we can. No matter what's going on in Switzerland, no matter what's going over in Russia, no matter what's going on in wherever it is, in China, whatever is going around the world, we are moving forward. Because we are not of a public nature, we are a private entity. We are a private society. We're a private organization. Admin has told me on a one-to-one, on one-on-one, we talked that every government, and this is the thing I got to talk about. This particular person that was challenging me, I love people that challenge me because I always can answer them. And they said that, what about the Philippines again? Yes, Crypto Magnet, your country, saying your government look at TBC as a fraud. Now, had that person been at a meeting, at our daily staff meeting, and asked admin these questions, admin would have corrected him clearly. But if admin see this, guess what? I've already taken care of it. Because I know the training you've given me, I can answer those questions for you as one of the TBC admin. So, and now he doesn't. Now he's saying negative things against my other ambassador, Mbe. So I talked to Mbe about this, to beware of this. There would be. It's sounding more and more like a troll. But it does not quite a troll. He's just is not so sure about TBC. That means that sounds like a person does not know. But if you come to my broadcast, come to Mr. Michael's broadcast, come to Simone's broadcast, go to Crypto Magnet, go to any leader in the country, then you know. But this is how I do, folks. This is just me personally. When a person keeps being negative about anything about TBC, eventually I block them and get rid of them. That's just the way I roll. Okay.
Coffee.
Now I got people coming in late, folks, but I'm sorry they're coming in late because I'm about to end. You got to, maybe I highly recommend, folks, when you come into my broadcast, first also mute yourself, just like Mr. Michael do. Practice the same behaviors that you do each day when you go to our Master Doctor training. I've been in this thing for what, 18 minutes, and I'm getting ready to end. And basically, I'm gonna just summarize lastly that this was about a Swiss government rejecting 103 bailout as for crypto companies in Switzerland that was thriving at one point, and now they haven't been, nobody's been at work. So these companies are really looking for a bailout, and the government is rejecting them. Okay, so that's unfortunate for Switzerland. I still think I like the countryside. You know, I want to go there one day. That's just one of my places I want to go. But at any rate, folks, this has been recorded, so you will be able to see this again if you came in later. This will be posted once it's downloaded on my computer. I will then send it to my YouTube channel. I'm hoping to reach 1,000 viewers this year. I'm not there yet. I'm like maybe 929 or 930. So I just need 70 more subscribers or so, and I can hit 1,000. I think when you hit 1,000, I think YouTube gives you an award or something, or do something they do. But at any rate, I remember when I didn't have but 2 or 3, believe it or not. But I'm at 929 subscribers. Obviously, I must be doing something right. Some people see things that I'm doing right. I'd like to thank everyone here. Let me just stop right here. Stop this screen sharing. And I'd like to thank, first of all, Mr. Crypto Magnet from the Philippines. I know it's very early for you, sir, to come here. Thank you so much for being here today, sir. Thank you so much. This really warms my heart to see one person. Every once in a while, I get somebody from Philippines, because I understand my time really is a conflict for them. You know, there. I understand y'all got to sleep. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Thank you so much, sir. You know, I really admire Mr. Mellow Gold, MellowGold.tv, Mr. Crypto Magnet, because of the fact that he has probably the best backgrounds you ever seen in videos. You know, and look how nice it looks, folks. Look how nice. You got the earth moving in the back. You're seeing the countries. I'm now looking at North America, where the United States is, and South America below, and Central. Oh, then you're coming up. Africa's coming up behind them. You know, I know by the shapes. I know the globe. I know by the shapes. And so I'd like to thank you, brother, for being here today. I'm quite pleased. So thank you. Mr. Simone, I want to thank you as well. I know that you should be, let me see, at 590. You maybe got about 10 or 9 or 10 more. He'll be at 600. That's right, folks. He's the next person, and we need to all support him when he do his 600 broadcast. He's been doing a really neat thing in his broadcast in the beginning. If y'all got there in the beginning, he's playing some great music. Great music. He played some Shakira yesterday, and I was familiar with that song because it was a very popular song in the United States and throughout the world some years ago. And he played some good music at his beginning of his broadcast, and that is unique. I like that. I played some music at my 600 yesterday. I know a lot of you were there and y'all saw it. I hope and pray that that when the borders are lifted, that I can visit. We can go to Ghana, because that's a major area in TBC, to visit my brother, Mr. Michael, and Mr. John Wood, and other leaders there. I'm looking forward to that. The NBA and myself, I hope we can go there together to see that, to be in their country. I want to be by those brothers' side, just like I was in Nigeria and Cameroon. You know, they are doing some great work in Ghana. I want to thank you, folks. I want to say, Mr. Michael, I may miss your broadcast sometime because of the hour, the time, but I see it. I go and play it on your YouTube channel. I see it on in Facebook, and you have all these different people, and that's there. That shows leadership, folks. That shows leadership. He's a true, viable leader in Ghana in TBC, and so is John Wood. Look like I got somebody else showing up right now, and I believe Army. I think she's actually from a great country that I definitely want to go one day, and that's Dubai. I know she's in Dubai, so that's a great. She's from Philippines, but I believe you're in Dubai. Is that correct?
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank
I
you.
never forget your position, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You're in Dubai. You're in Dubai right now, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's correct. But I know you're from originally from Philippines. I know that.
Oh, yes. I belong from Philippines.
Right. I think you work in that area, right?
Yeah.
Good, good. Because I know Filipinos, they work in other countries and they do real well saving their money or maybe send back to their family in the Philippines. They do that. But I want to thank you, Army, for showing up today. I'm sorry that you came in later. I'm getting ready to end. I went over a broadcast today talking about the Switzerland government. The crypto companies are there because their crypto country was thriving there in that country in Switzerland. And now they were asking the government for $103 million bailout to save their companies, but the government won't do it. So it shows right there, folks, it shows that we can't rely on our governments. Right now in the United States, we got a stimulus, $1,200 back a month ago or so, and still some people are getting it now. But it's not a fix it all. And so, but we got our Republicans and the Democrats bickering on what proposal it should be. Wealthy as they can be, but we got people, Americans, that desperately need. We got 36 million people out of work in the United States. Now, I don't know what is in your country, but it's close to 40 million in my country, and that's not good. And we already know if we don't get some help soon, United States being the wealthiest country on earth, I'm telling you now, you're going to see a lot of bankruptcies, a lot of going on here in this country, and you're going to see them beyond in other countries as well. So let's hope that if things are opening up, they be careful and that they do things the right way. And so people can spend, because you can't stimulate an economy unless you start spending buying some things. So that's how we do it here in the United States, folks. And I'm sure that's how they do it in other countries too. But folks, I just want to go over something that affects the cryptocurrency world. I've done this in the past in my broadcast. So I just want to do that because I know admin do that in the blog. He surely did it back in the public blog. So things that's going around our world kind of have an effect on us in some way, but not so much in TBC, because what the world is experiencing has no really true bearing on us as TBCians, because we're getting trained, we're getting the right information, because we out of the mass adopted team, we know what's going on, we're getting trained. We can do, I've done a whole lot of research, just like admin doing myself, so I already knew a lot of the things, some of the things he was saying, I knew about it, but it's still great to hear it. But I ask people, try to stay on team A of the mass adopted team so you can benefit from that awesome rotator that's going to be paying us incredible, life-changing income in the next few months, okay? Just follow admin's lead. He's going to make it easier to bring in merchants. He's making it easier for you to, we got a training. If y'all watch my 600 broadcasts when Mbe gave you that little nugget of training, you know, that's one of the reasons why I invited him. Well, I invite him anyway because he's my other ambassador. But I use him as like a co-host. And he gave that nugget of training. And if you didn't see it, wasn't there, you missed something. But you can go to my YouTube channel, the Stephen Cuffy, and watch it. Or the blog is on the blog. And he just showed you how almost daily he brings people into TBC. And he said at the end, guess who he gave the credit to? Admin, because Admin taught him this. So when you talk to people about TBC, you don't have to talk. Well, in fact, you don't talk to them about TBC. It's a way to interact and communicate with them on Messenger without even bringing the word TBC up. Okay? So I'd like to thank everyone that's here today. Thank you from the Filipino world. Thank you, Army. Thank you, Crypto Magnet, for coming today. Thank you, Mr. Michael, for coming today, brother. And also Mr. Simone. I don't have my wife Berlene here today. I don't think. I don't see her. But at any rate, I'd like to thank those that's here. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. And I got looks like I have a Kishi Akun. I'm not sure what that person is from, but I thank you for coming too. Okay. All right, folks. This is the end of my 601st broadcast. I ran it almost about 28 minutes, almost a half an hour, which is good enough. And I'll be back for my 602nd tomorrow if nothing happens. So y'all have a great day, and God bless all of you.